is coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will take the field first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense that he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Warhawks send out the punt unit. Making his first move. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Mountaineers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big.
And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Go straight ahead. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Lacey. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. On the run, it's Westbrook. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone. Fields the punt. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Bob.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And it really job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The play fake. Escapes the pressure to his right. Forced him to get rid of it on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Oh my, he just shanked that one. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And the Warhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's buried. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
From the gun, it's Westbrook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Warhawks look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Line getting set on second down. Give to the back. Maybe a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They're all over it. Snags it. Touchdown, Warhawks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Fielded in the end zone, it's Need. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Compton. Swamped immediately.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Handoff again. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We reach the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. We played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
A big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Wants to go up top on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First part was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Uh-oh, look out! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Right side, it's Skinner. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Wants to throw. It's Lacey. Oh, pressure's coming. Myers on the move. Out wide left, it's Skinner. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Here comes the offense on second down. Straight ahead, it's Compton. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. All over him immediately. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. He's changing the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. That slices the lead to 2.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Westbrook. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Kick is in the air. Trying to take it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Left side, it's Need.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Mountaineers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st. That's caught. It's Westbrook. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Hey, man, that's really good decision-making there by the quarterback, too, because that play is called early in the downs because you're hoping to take a shot, right? You're hoping to push it down the field. But if the defense takes it away, find your check down. Find the running back out of the backfield. Get some positive yards. Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity. Check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. John, that one is returned and stopped short of the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Warhawks head coach at the half. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Need. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Lacy. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing.
The Appalachian stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. Quick give. It's Westbrook. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. And the Warhawks will try to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Warhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Makes a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moves the pocket. It's Lacy. Makes a catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Skinner. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Down, gonna throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Breaks into the open. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man in the middle. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Off the RPO, full right, looking for the change. Touchdown, App State! That one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception of the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's past the mark. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Finds his man. It's Need. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Third and long coming up. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Keeping his eyes downfield. Left side is Coleman. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. The run inside. It's Compton. Stopped right there.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Golden. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Third and long right here. He's looking to pass. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Looks it in. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Hits inside. It's Compton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Nowhere to go.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Rush right in his face. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass.